my recipe, a modern execution of a traditional Italian old school recipes. It's a great pizza just because it's a great pizza, it's not because it's vegan. So I'm Cristiano. I'm an Italian blog from Ascoli Piceno, a town in the center of Italy on the East Coast. I'm the founder of Pickywops. I'm the first of 11 kids. It's been weird growing up like that. How you live in Italy is so simple, and would it be very, very easy for me to be a healthy vegan there. And the thing I miss most about Italy is my family. Everyone cooks amazing. Pretty much say after 22 years that pizza is in my blood, I would say. Starting now, boys, I'm starting now. Veg one, you can actually put 3 or 4 or 5 veg, I don't mind. Whatever, like spinach, cherry tomato, got red onion, mushrooms, I got some pesto, some courgette. We can do whatever you like. The most unique part of Pickywops is the fact that you choose your pizza flour. Let's say my recipe, a modern execution of a traditional Italian old school recipes. So, my favorite style of pizza is obviously the one that I do. Fusion, let's say, is a way in between the Napolitan and the Roman, and let's say is quite thin, but has a nice outside crust, which is quite soft and pleasant for me. I got so many cases where Italians, they didn't notice that I was 100% vegan restaurant. They actually enjoyed the pizza, and they told me that was the best pizza they ever had, even a margherita. So it's nice that a coconut and potato starch mozzarella could make it through Italian palate.
It's not dairy, is it?
No, it's all vegan. It's all vegan.
Yeah, I'll have the veg one.
Veg.
I don't know.
Veganism affected my whole life, my whole business, and in a positive way, I would say. So I turned vegan for health reasons at the beginning. I was getting blind, basically. It was like I was so inflamed in my eyes that I couldn't see for a couple of weeks. Recovering was very painful and slow. My previous job before Pickywops was actually executive chef of a top 10 best barbecue restaurants in the UK, so I was completely other side. So I didn't have a clue about so many things, which information made me make the change, basically. I started with an exclusion diet. I found out there was chicken meat, which that's why it's very rare. Was the pesto too? Yeah. A bit of pesto? Yeah. So because vegans have this massive stigma, and there is a big propaganda against veganism as well. So it's getting smoother along the years, but it's still there is so much not understood by a vegan lifestyle. That's why you need to call it plant-based, or you need to the problem become the word and not actually the real thing. I used to have a secret menu before. This was on it, but Aaron used to come all the time in my first restaurant in Fulham. This is a special pizza for Aaron. He used to take all the time this when he used to come to my shop.
You can stuff up the crust as well, yeah, that looks bad.
You're stuffing the crust?
No, not for him.
If you're a friend of Logic, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very open. I mean, I'm not the Italian that say, oh, no pineapple on pizza. I don't do any pizza with pineapple, but I believe if the pizza is well made and tastes good, has to taste good. I've been doing pizza with pears, with grapes, with blueberry, which became second to a pizza challenge, where we were the only vegan, and that's we won the second prize, bringing a pizza with blueberry. I honestly think that is a matter of how you put the ingredient together. Amazing, thank you. Well, so at least for one of these pizza, we're gonna do a swap, yeah?
Wait. That's a skill and a half, bro. I could not do that. That's mad. I could barely spin a basketball with my fingers on the lead,
But I always said a secret menu as well, where all the little stuffed crust, for instance, I've been like ice cream calzone, so a calzone with ice cream inside with a lot of sweet stuff on it. It's very, very fat and dirty, but it's, it's something that we've been keeping on our secret menu, so only for our followers. But the craziest request I ever received, it's not much from a customer, it's actually a friend, which he asked for a calzone with my pasta carbonara inside it. So it was a calzone with carbonara in, and that was probably the craziest request I ever received. This I need to stretch it carefully because it's a turmeric one. A lot of people ask me what about the name, and it's actually like it's made by two words. Picky, which is hard to please. Wops is a derogatory and racist word to define Italians in 1900 when our ancestors used to emigrate, especially in the US, and they used to call each other guapo, come from the sound, from their wops. And then in the 1950s they gave the anagram of without papers, working on the pavement, without passport. With the name I wanted to reclaim a bad word and let the people focus more on content rather than labels. Now more people know about this word because of the pizza and not from the bad, meaning that it had for many, many years for our ancestors. Okay, 2 hands is better.
Mate, thank you very much.
Enjoy, my bro, no worries. My bro?
Alright, thank you.
Enjoy.
Yeah, well done.
Cheers. The most crazy part, I think, about my concept about Pickywops is that a lot of customers became friends along the years. So all sorts of different backgrounds, and actually the mission thing is like it's actually became a community. So like what I can say about, I wouldn't say much about the crazy part of it, but I would say the beauty of it, which is it creates relationships, and I feel the love through my community every time they come to see me on an event, and you see that they love me, and feeling loved is the best. I think, especially when you run something like a food business, which is quite determined, quite in a box usually.